Alright, if you've been on the internet for like 2 seconds today, you've probably seen it. A massive Avengers Doomsday concept art leak just dropped, and it's huge. This isn't just some random fan speculation. Official concept art for major scenes in the movie has surfaced, giving us a wild look at what's to come, and trust me, we've got a lot to go over. First off, let's talk about how this leak even happened. An official Marvel concept artist uploaded these images to his ArtStation page, possibly thinking they were hidden or only accessible through a private link, but nope, the internet found them, and once they spread, there was no turning back. He's since removed the images, but as we all know, the internet never forgets. And what's in these images? Well, it's insane. New character team-ups, Young Avengers teasers, a brand new look at Planet Hulk, and even a potential Black Panther casting. So let's dive into these frames, break them down, and see what details people might have missed. Oh, and before we start, if Marvel tries to take down this video, which they might, even though these images are literally everywhere now, don't worry, I'll keep you covered with all leaks, rumors, and confirmed news on these films. Let's get into it. Okay, first up we've got God Emperor Doom. This version of Doom, rocking his iconic white and gold armor from Jonathan Hickman's 2015 run, is flanked by some very interesting characters. To his right, a Doctor Strange variant. To his left, Sue Storm, and maybe even Franklin Richards. And kneeling in front of him, a prisoner held by Yelena Belova. Now before we jump to conclusions, let's remember, concept art doesn't guarantee anything will make it into the final film. Marvel artists creates tons of these images to explore different ideas, but if we're pulling it from Hickman's Secret Wars comics, this makes perfect sense. Some people think this means we're getting a medieval or Victorian era setting, but looking at this frame and the next one, featuring multiple Hulks, it seems way more likely that we're in Latveria, or maybe a version of Battleworld. Now this shot is crazy. Bruce Banner's Hulk, She-Hulk, and his son Scar are front and center, but look behind them, there are 2 more Hulks. In fact, almost everyone in this frame is some version of a Hulk. So what does this mean? Are we seeing Planet Hulk, or is this another piece of Battleworld, where different versions of characters collide? Either way, it looks like Marvel is setting up something massive. But speaking of unexpected character pairings, okay, so this one is just hilarious. Star-Lord and Spectral Vision chilling in their apartment, drinking and watching TV. Star-Lord has a beer in hand, there's a full whiskey glass in the foreground, and wait, what's up with those apples? No idea. But there's alcohol, pizza, and the whole setup just screams 2 superheroes taking an extended break. Not sure how Spectral Vision ended up here, but one thing's for sure, they've been having a great time. And then we get to the frame that's going to have everyone talking. This concept art literally features an actor's face, Damson Idris, wearing the Black Panther suit. Now before we all freak out, let's be clear, this does not confirm he's been cast. Concept artists sometimes use real actors as placeholders. We saw this before with Daniel Craig's unused role as Balder the Brave in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But still, the fact that they used his face, it makes you wonder, could this be our next T'Challa? And speaking of wild team-ups, this shot right here, Wong and Star-Lord meeting up with the Young Avengers. Everyone you'd expect is there. Catherine Langford's version of Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, but then there's Doop. Yeah, Doop, an X-Men character now seemingly joining forces with the Young Avengers. This could be huge, especially considering how Iman Vellani helped rewrite her character's backstory to include the X-Men. Now in the scene it looks like she's already gathered her team including Doop, presumably after the Marvel's post-credit scene. Also notice Wiccan standing right behind his brother. It looks like he found him. The last image, God Emperor Doom sitting on his throne, contemplating something major. Now is this Doom's castle in Latveria, or are we looking at something even bigger, his throne in Battleworld? This raises so many questions. How did these characters get there? Are they our 616 versions, or variants pulled from across the multiverse? Do they even realize they're in a different reality? In Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, Doom does something insanely messed up to Reed Richards. He steals his family. He rewrites reality so that Sue Storm is his wife and Franklin Richards is his son. And based on this concept art, it looks like Marvel might be pulling from that exact storyline. Now, 2 things to remember. The Russo brothers have teased that this movie will be radical and push boundaries, but they're not going to adapt Doomsday and Secret Wars panel for panel. Expect changes. Marvel Studios always produces way more concept art than they actually use. We've seen this before, scenes that could have happened but didn't. Still, this leak is insanely exciting, and honestly, I kind of feel bad for the artist who uploaded this by mistake. But at the same time, this leak just reignited the hype for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And let's be real, Marvel's marketing team has to be loving this. Whether intentional or not, leaks like these build way more buzz than official press releases. It's like the Sony Spider-Man strategy all over again. Alright, that's the full breakdown, but now I want to hear from you. Did you catch any details I missed? What do you think of these leaks? And who do you think will be the next Black Panther? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell for more updates. Until next time.